Burger.
For some reason I've got no picture. Oh, I know why. Is that why? Oh no, what's gone off?
What?
Let me change some properties on this quickly.
Have we gone live yet?
We are live, yes. Ah,
What?
don't know what happened there. It's that I had to reselect it, but I didn't actually have to reselect it.
So are we live now?
We are live. Hello, welcome everybody to the YouTube of the Tactical Dads Online
Of the year.
Yeah. In a rush today.
The shenanigans that we get up to.
Yeah, absolutely
very funny at the end of this, which I can't actually put on here, which I think you two are going to find absolutely hilarious, because when I did it, I couldn't stop laughing.
A quick note, we normally chat with each other for about 15-20 minutes before we actually go live to make sure everything's running. I've been massively delayed. The wife's been out. I've been stuck with the kids, and she's not long got back, literally like 20 minutes ago. And then we've come on and nothing wants to work.
This is what I mean. We don't function properly without females.
Oh, Lee was sideways then. But yes, we've not discussed anything, so we're just waffling at the moment. But yes,
I think it's going to be a random one again, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely a random. Hopefully, Phil's made a decision about something though.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on that one.
Are you gonna finally have it done?
Don't know. You're going to stop turning sideways, freaking me out.
So Phil's making the decision of where we're going. Oh, not next. Is it next week? Next week.
Is it next week?
It's next week.
Is it next week?
Yes, next week. So Phil, you need to pull your finger out.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's today's date? Oh, it's the 25th tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, this is 25th one.
We did have plans to go somewhere, but complications have arose out of our control, which we might elaborate on later on, which may be trouble, may not be trouble, we shall see.
There may be trouble. I can't sing.
Yeah, so
I'm really not giving up my day job.
Yeah, and we've just been finding out that Mr. Phil's may possibly have a new job, so we've just been asking him questions about that.
Yes.
Exciting times.
It's crazy. Especially the amount of information you've got to take in. Woo!
Give me 1 second, I've just forgot something.
Look, I've got a small brain and a big toe. So, anyway, while Luke's doing whatever, we was looking at newer sites to go to, and I think the Ancaster Leisure, that looks pretty cool. I've actually looked on YouTube and stuff. There's not much about it, but I found a few bits. Then you've got the Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft, the Pines, I think it's called. There's a few different sites, but the nearest one to us, I think, is classed as Doncaster, I think. But it's up 614. It is up there, 614, about 35 miles, I think it was.
Okay.
Then you've got Combat Zone, which is Lincoln Way, or the Moor. Seems I've not experienced it yet. So there's a couple of there. So what I might do is write them down, stick them in a hat, pick one.
Lukey, you can screen share, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we have a nosy on the websites? On the ones that Philios is thinking about whilst we're on tonight, and we can have a bit of a group discussion.
Okay, I'll have a look.
I tell you what I did do, Lee. When Luke sent to me, I was looking through them and I said, which one? It was the Moor. It was, but it was like I was looking at it, but it didn't spell out the Moor, and I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. Then I realised it was the bloody Moor.
Right, let me.
I had a right moment, I tell you. And I was talking to Luke about it, and I was like, yeah, it's a Moor, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But you know,
right,
we checked on the weather that weekend.
A second.
I've not done anything.
Are you two watching the live stream by any chance?
Yes.
Actually,
I
no.
always have it on.
Actually, I'll just add a second screen. Actually, if I just do that, share your screen. I want this one.
I am now.
Right, let me edit. Turn all these names off. Full screen, please.
I should come up on there though, shouldn't it? Right.
There we go.
Do I have to click watch stream?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. There we go. There you go.
No, you don't. Look, you don't, because he's put it on the YouTube screen. You might as well just watch the delayed YouTube screen.
What did I do? Did I do something wrong?
Oh my god, he's broke it.
I ignore it, it's done.
I typed on watch. What do I press? Oh god, let's press
Click
that one.
button,
There we go.
Watch stream.
Oh Jesus Christ! I did say, do I press watch stream? And you said, yeah.
That's a lot of dots.
It is. I've had a really long day and I've been sat at this laptop staring at it for most of it. I've just got a bit of square eye. That's all.
Right. So.
Well, then, Phil, pick your first option.
Ancaster Leisure.
Ancaster Leisure.
And it's spelled as it sounds.
No. Whereabouts is it near?
That is.
There it is. Found it.
Anthem Way.
Oh, you can't see my screen. What the bob is this?
Oi.
You broke it. Look.
Doesn't like
No,
that.
there isn't.
Ah, there we go. Actually, no, I could just go full screen on this anyway, because then people can see what I'm actually looking at. Does that make sense?
Here it is.
You can all see what you're looking at.
If you actually click on it, down on the bottom of the actual, when you clicked on it, at the bottom, it does actually say website. You click on that and it takes straight to the website.
If the websites work.
Ooh.
I have noticed a lot of these places, the links don't like to work.
Yeah, but I was on it earlier and it did work, so I mean, by all means you can try it. If not, you can just go through as the intro reps.
This is how you siphon down your search, Phil. Website doesn't work, move on to the next one.
Yep. You just like, broke.
So what was you looking at? Ancaster Leisure.
Yeah, Ancaster Leisure.
Oh, don't. It's when I click off, it turns this off. I wonder if I could just add another screen quickly. So I'm sharing with you lot. So if I add capture window, let's go for another one. Let's go, no, not that. Oh, Firefox. There we go. Right, let me make this a bit smaller, and then we'll stick that there. Then we've got one permanently there for the stream. There we go. That works. Then it can stop flicking out. Anyone unaware, I have quite a few monitors. This PC's a bit OTT.
Much like the man in the chair.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I might be able to stick the names back on. Can we stick them? No, everything's in the wrong order. Right, so well, I'm Lancaster Leisure. There we go. So if I click
Ancaster.
on... Yeah.
Ancaster, not Lancaster.
There's no la.
Yep. Checking. What's this? Map locations.
What are you doing up here?
I can't see a website. Oh, there it is. Website.
It's at the bottom. Bottom left.
There it is.
Oh, this website! Oh my god! This was in my list, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what the place was called. So I've got a bookmark list on my internet browser with all sites I want to go to. And for some reason, this kept popping up, but I ain't got a clue what it was.
Somebody wants to come and say hello for a minute.
It does stay in the top right corner, Ancaster Leisure.
Look, you're YouTube famous now, you little sod. Go on, bugger off.
Oh, this is confusing.
She likes to be nosy, and I know what she wants to do. She wants to come and sit on my laptop because that's what she likes to do.
So we've got this one. What else was you thinking, Phil?
Yorkshire Airsoft.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to go
I've
back.
picked those three because they look the flattest for my decrepit self. Although I did look at the department, that indoor one, I looked at that just for winter purposes or when it's raining.
Yeah.
And that does look pretty fun.
I know that's
a little close,
no, that's
as in a little cramped, but obviously pictures can be deceiving. So.
Oh wait, critical error with the website. Can't get on their website.
Okay.
No. I'm trying to think. Is this worldwide? No, this is just a UK site, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually a UK one where most of them are still active. I think a couple.
They've not updated because we know divisions around here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it's been updated for a while, to be honest.
Killzone's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, Killzone's still going.
No, Killzone's in Long Eaton, isn't it?
Division 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's still active.
Is it?
I think so.
Anyone unaware, we do, if I go to Facebook quickly, go to the Dad channel, if it wants to work.
Do that.
There we go. No, it don't want to work. I've been having this weird error. It just, for some reason, don't want to work on the Dad channel. Right, go across. If you go across on what Basecamp was just trying to click on, there's a list of all the East Midlands, West Midlands, North East, so forth, for every single site, basically in this list I'm showing you online. We've ticked off what we've been to. A lot of it was we want to go there, but I just got carried away. Basically, just started listing them all. But yeah, carry on anyway, Mr. Phil. Which one you were saying? You said the department, didn't you?
Yeah, for when it's winter and on rainy days.
Yeah.
The pictures do make it look a little small, as in really close quarters. But again, like I said a minute ago, pictures can actually make things do look smaller. Yeah. That's Mr. 7-inch, but you know.
That's what I tell
him. But yeah, so until we experience it, we don't really know the actual size of it. I've looked at on the actual tube to see if I can find any bits and bobs, but there isn't a great deal.
No. So this is the reason why we were trying to do the airsoft reviews, because you can come across a new site and you're like, oh, okay, let me go on YouTube and find out what it's like, and you just can't find nothing, or what you do find are old. Really old.
But yeah, I think I come across one today which is about 8 years old, 10 years old.
Yeah. So
you know, and not a lot of people who do content actually do a review or anything like that for certain sites or whatever. So, but unlike us, we're going to be doing that. So
loads of reviews,
and then it gives more people the opportunity to go, you know what, I want to try this one. Let's have a quick look on the tube. And hold on a minute, Tactical Dads have done a review on that site. Let's have a look at that. And before you know it, we've got a few more subs of the likes and stuff, and they've gone and tried the site out.
I think it's beneficial because obviously for us, like, we're pretty old. Between us, we've pretty much got the alphabet of ailments. So we're always looking at different things when we're at the sites, not just playing airsoft. But,
yes.
You know, things
so
like
I think that's where age helps, because when you're young, you just go, oh, I had a brilliant game today, blah, 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 this dude killed this dude, and I fell down this hill, it was hilarious, blah, 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 blah. But when you get older, yes, we're saying this because we are older, we take more in. And me with my brain, can't help itself, ADHD, fantastic.
That's why it limps.
I notice even more stuff than what normal people do. So we do notice everything. We notice, like, the toilets, what are they like? Because we do need to use toilets because we're old. We can't hold our bladder all day. Also, the condition.
It's like 27 degrees outside, like Warzone.
That's why I have a breakfast.
You sweat more than you take in, and you definitely don't need the toilet.
No. What else was that? Ground conditions, weather conditions, the environment, the people. Basically, I can explain it. When you're younger, you just think of the people and how the game went. You don't think of everything else. So I just think we're our age, it helps that we are doing reviews because we do notice things a lot more.
Not just that as well, but when I have a heart attack in a hot, warm day and I've got loads of gear on, I want to know that when the lads push me and roll me under a bush, I'm going to be left in a peaceful place. Full of birds. Squirrels.
Not the birds you want either. No, I'm joking. I will say one thing that I have noticed, especially this year, because again, I only got back into airsoft a few months ago because I had an injury and a few other problems. I've noticed the older generation, like us, are actually playing more airsoft. They are.
You know what?
So more
I've
and
noticed
more,
the same thing.
the older generation are actually playing, which is a good thing because at the end of the day, obviously the older you get, the less you can do. But in my opinion is, the less you can do and then you stop, then that's it. It's going to go downhill for you. And then you're not going to want to get back up and do it again. And then it's going to take you ages to get back into stuff, like it was for me, or still is going on for me. So, you know, it's one of those.
I wonder if I could put this window over here. Give me a second.
Let's start counting.
And if you move your hand at the same time.
Oh, thank God for that. That's better.
See?
So,
Magic.
I would like to make the screen bigger, but the monitor's massive, so it doesn't help. Yeah, no, I fully agree with you on that. What all aspects of it. It's just, you get older.
Look, disclaimer, we're not boring. That's not all we do. We do actually play airsoft.
We do
and
play
enjoy the
airsoft.
day.
I think because we're older as well, we've got again, because we are older, but on the other hand, we do have different activity levels, we'll say. We've got Daniel, who is the youngest.
It proves that when he legs it around.
Yeah, he's not 40, put it that way. But he can leg it everywhere. He's got the energy all day. And then
All day.
you've got the in-betweeners, and then you've got the other end of us who don't have the energy. So it gives us the ability to run different roles. We're not stuck to one role, but it also gives us the abilities to add different aspects to either reviews or the video content. It's like we can play out. Some of us can go play the game. We got someone else can step back and go DMR or sniper and be a spotter at the same time. And then another version we've got is like we can have, for instance, Phil or Solomon, and they can run the drone. And if the site we go to does allow us to use the drone during gameplay, we can literally call in a UAV quickly, sends the drone up, gets on the spare radio, and gives us instructions of where the enemy team is. We have decided to buy the torches what go on the helmets.
They're called helmet strobes.
There you go. The plan is, if we are running the drone, we'll turn them on. I've got red.
You've got green.
You've got green. Lee, you got blue, didn't you? Blue. So whoever's running the drone.
Power Ranger.
The plan is for probably Solomon to get red as green. Did you say you got Phil?
You can get purple.
I could try purple.
You can.
Yeah. So we'll get Solomon to get
green,
purple. So basically, when the drone's up, Phil can literally see who we are, even though he's not. He's best part of 200 feet up in the air, but you can see. Hopefully, he'll be able to see the lights on the helmet, so he knows exactly who he's talking to. So he can go, Lee, on your left is a bunch of people. Luke,
when
be
we
careful.
start doing night games,
Oh gosh, yeah.
when it gets dark, when it starts to get darker as the sun goes down, you flick them on. Okay, you're going to be a lit up target a little bit, but at the end of the day, you can actually see where you're moving around, and I think in the overall, it's going to be a lot better drone
It's going to be
footage.
one of them. So we'll have to we try to incorporate tactics, not so much military tactics, more our own tactics, but a little bit of military into it. But it'll be again when it starts to get darker towards the end of what's after summer.
Our own tactics being, rather than duck and roll, we do trip and roll.
Yeah.
We do.
Especially me.
Rather than dive in, we do fall in.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's not dodge out the way; it's just slip and go.
yeah.
I like getting wigs to the nuts. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I often get that.
But otherwise, it'll be like move the strobe, it'll be further back, less looking around. We rely more on the person behind us to do that, and obviously listen out. So if you actually, if anyone actually notices when we do, if you see me on camera in the games, you notice my headphones, my protections, they're not actually against my head. They're actually off a bit. That's so I can also hear everything else around me, but I've still got the protection over my ear, as well as I can still hear what these fuckers are saying to me, basically. So, yeah, but again, we changed tactics more to do with the game sites after the first 2 games, because once we learn the land, we can know where we're going to go from there. And obviously, it also depends on if we played that game before, if we haven't. So, yeah, this is why we normally try to go to multiple sites, to the same site multiple times before we do a review. Sometimes it can't be helped, because we have been to some sites only once. So we went to myself, Phil, and Nathan went to after a cancellation and a massive F up at another site. We ended up at Ravenhead Airsoft.
Ravenshead Airsoft, yeah. I remember
which
that.
is here,
Ravenshead.
right here, which is in the Hucknall area, just up north of Nottingham.
Off the A60.
Yeah.
Near Newstead Abbey.
Tiny site.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a review, but we do plan to go back. We've been there once. Fantastic. It is small. It's ridiculously small, but it was a fantastic good day. It really was. And I do follow them on Facebook. I do have a look every so often when they put posts up, and yeah, they've done some improvements. So
yeah, it's not expensive either.
No, it was the cheapest site we've ever been to.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what we paid last time. It wasn't expensive.
I think it was like £20 or something like that.
That's somebody in the chat at the minute, and the question that's been asked is,
Gone.
Oh, okay.
what would be the average amount of games per outing?
It depends on where we go.
Yeah.
Because every site
And it depends on the game style.
It does, yeah. So it depends, because we've been to some places and the games could last 15-20 minutes, but then we've been to other places and they just want a quick warm-up, or they want a quick fast game to get you to so forth. But then we've been to places where the games last 45 minutes is the average. We've had games where it's been an hour and a half. We've been...
You could probably say, if you're going sort of, if you're doing a half day, I'd say you're probably going to be stretching to about 6. You're probably comfortably going to get about 4 games in. A full day, you tend to find the afternoon start to drop off.
Yeah.
Because at lunchtime, a lot of people dip out, so you smaller groups.
Yeah.
I would say if you get 6 to 8 decent game lengths in a day, you've had a pretty good day.
Yeah. But again, it does depend on the place. So a lot of places we've been to, they will do a game, go back to safe zone, refresh, stock up, get you out as quick as they can. But then we've been to other places where they want you to take all your gear out, and they're going to do a game, multiple games, but you're out. You're not going back to that safe zone for about 3 hours.
Unless you really need to.
Yeah, unless you really need to. So the Mar
not very often.
does that. So
The Mar was a perfect example.
yeah, perfect example at the Mar. And 6mm or Stormforce. Basically, you went out, you're out from after the briefing, safety briefing, you get ready, you're out, and you're not back until dinner time. So you need to take all your ammo, batteries, whatever you're taking out with you for your games. You need to take everything with you. So you've got thingy for the multiple games. But then on the other hand, we've also done 2 battle sims, if you want to call them that. Or what other places call it is long game days. And it's one massive game all day. Well, or into lunch, or it's all day. But you've got objectives. We do want to do more of them because they are very fun. When you can utilise the entire site and you've actually got point objectives to do, it's fantastic. So there's multiple videos of the jail long game day, I think it was called. The videos, you got me and Nathan, for instance, carrying the fake body on the stretcher.
On the stretcher, yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic because it was like You go out, you had an objective, you need to keep this place secure, keep it safe, and then once at a certain time came, you could then rally to a new location, and the objective was to secure the body. First team to secure the body, they had to held it for so many minutes before then that team could then move the body to a different location while you're under attack. So you also needed to get other people involved in your squad to then defend you and so forth. And then once you got to that location, you could drop the body off, but you had to then defend that location for a set amount of time. And then once that objective was done, that was done. But you still got the firefighter out of it. So like 15 minutes after that, a new objective would become active in a different location of the buildings or something. So for us, after that, it was upstairs in one of the other buildings, and we had to clear all the rooms, so forth, so forth. And we've had similar things happen with other sites where you had to get this objective, get it to this location, but normally it's quite quick. But with the battle sim / long game days, it's more, I'm not going to say meaningful, but it's definitely more structured. So again, this is another reason we do want to go back to Stormforce. So it was called, like I say, it was called Stormforce. So we ended up going on the last day ever for Stormforce before the new owner took over and rebranded it to 6 mil. If I can find that on the map, it's down this end somewhere. It's near Coventry.
Yes,
I do find that. I think sometimes what you tend to find with games as well, it is also dependent on how well you gel as a team. Like, I've been in games in the past where you're either capturing a flag or you're conquering a village, doing a bit of a hostile takeover, or you're defending. I tend to find, from an attacking perspective, if you can gel together quickly as a group, move together quickly as a group, work together quickly as a group. Because bearing in mind, like if we take the Maw, for example, I think there was about 30 of us per team. If you can wrangle in 30 guys to push forward at the same time, you're pretty much going to dominate against a defending team. However, if you're all kind of running off, doing your own thing, going in your own separate directions, that game could turn from a 10-20 minute game to a 40-50 minute game, because you'd pretty much go in, right, what's my next move? Because I know they're going there. There's a video from the Maw that we put up last week, marked Blue versus Blue. And pretty much for the entire 40 minutes of the first game, I think we spent more time shooting our own teammates, because there was just no like cohesion whatsoever. I think there was a lot of people like, ooh, new site, running. Ooh, this looks like a really cool place. And there was just no communication whatsoever. But once you start to gel with the people around you, once you start to like recognize certain people and they recognize you, you tend to find yourself getting into a bit more of a group encounter, even though you're literally 28 strangers and 2 tactical dads running around a massive field, and everybody going, I follow those two because they've got a YouTube channel and they've got a really cool tag that we've watched before. But you tend to find the day starts to move a little bit quicker, and the quicker it goes, the more games you get in.
Yes. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Actually, no. What were you going to say, Phil, before I butt in? Oh, okay. So, like I was saying, 6 mil or Stormforce, so forth. So this is the website. They do objective games every so often. So it's not. By the looks of it, it's not every week. It's every couple of weeks, and they do put some effort into it. It's like the artwork, what they've put into some of this is absolutely fantastic. I've managed to get their Facebook page up, and it's like the props they're making, which are involved in the game that you have to use or utilize, is just it's insane. I'm impressed. I'm ridiculously impressed.
Yeah. It's the thing is though, it's the more sites actually do put money into their game sites and stuff like that, make it better for you, more objectives to do, and make it more appealing to you. you know, they're going to get more custom in. They're going to get more people to come along and go, you know what, I had a really good day that day, and it was brilliant, and everything was awesome. And then that's going to go on to their friends and so on and so forth. And the best way to actually get yourself promoted or whatever is word of mouth.
It is.
It really is.
And we've spoke to owners and marshals at these airsoft sites, and they do agree, because it's really hard for them to publicise, we'll say, their thing is, because we're playing with toy guns. It's not something a lot of things and a lot of websites like Google and whatever will promote, because of the fact. So it helps when people do use word of mouth, and it definitely helps when people use YouTube, for instance, because granted, the views are not the best unless you're cooking Mustang, but it still helps at the end of the day. And this is where we step in. We enjoy going there, we enjoy doing the reviews, and we enjoy doing this random chat. And if we like a place, we will tell you. If we don't like a place, believe me, we will tell you. I will tell you to go there quick if you're interested.
I think though, we've said it before in the past. Like, I personally, it's a little bit like when as cheesy as this is going to sound, like when I play Call of Duty, I like my rounds to have an objective, because then you can, especially when you're playing as a team, it's easier to play as a team. Whereas when you're just kind of, you go there, go at each other, like there's no synergy in it. You're literally just in the woods running at each other, just flapping at each other like something crazy. Whereas if there's an objective, I've got something to aim for, I've got something to think about, I've got something to plan for, and obviously that's where the tactical side of things come into it.
It works a lot better if you've got objectives, because then you just keep your mind straight instead of worrying about everyone spraying and praying at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Talking of spraying and praying, a little bit of an update. The LMG is now upgraded.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so Mr. Phil's done his magic, and yes. Oh, actually, on that note as well, full details will come out of what we've done to it, or what Phil's done to it, once we've used it. Make sure it doesn't break.
If it does, I'm prepared.
So we'll see how that goes.
But from testing what I've done, it's good.
Saying
Don't
that,
hold your finger on the tree too long.
oh, we've got a hello from the USA.
Oh, hello from the USA.
From the
Hello.
USA. Hey,
Welcome.
from the USA.
Actually, Phil, did you mention to Lee actually what you told me earlier? Battery.
Oh yes. So I've been
Wait. I should put a big sign saying news. Carry on.
Big news. 7-inch news.
You can always put it as 7-inch. Anyway. So I do things on TikTok. I do, pictures of us and stuff, and videos if they allow me, because they are a bit restrictive on videos for some reason. It's a pain. But anyway, a company contacted me asking me if I wanted to test some batteries for them. I believe it's an American company, which is not a problem. Basically, they do RC batteries, stuff for drones and stuff like that. So I can't remember the name offhand, but what we could do is, once that is set in motion and we get the product, one of us will be doing a review, and more likely it will be a review with the LMG. In my opinion, and I think Luke agrees with me on there.
Yeah.
So once that comes along, we'll do a review, and hopefully that will start the ball rolling for other companies to say, you know what, these guys are fresh off the boat. They're honest with their opinions and stuff. Let's give them a try. Let's give them a chance to actually, get stuck in.
I will mention though, I won't mind getting a sacrificial rifle.
A sacrificial rifle.
Yes. If it does carry on.
That's something that we can absolutely destroy.
No, it's more the fact, like, for instance, that the battery situation you was telling me. It sounds like a really good battery, but unless they can't give us one what's less power, I'm not putting that in my Ronin. I can tell you that right now. This is why I said the LMG.
Right.
So if we can get, I think I might have a spare rifle floating around somewhere. I could probably put an 11 in. But again, if we can find a sacrificial rifle where we can test parts, which is not our primaries, basically. Because my Ronin's my baby. If it breaks, I cry. I'd be knocking on your phone, on your door, Phil, in tears. I broke
it. The front of the gearbox off. I've actually got parts. I should have enough to build.
Go on.
Sorry, go
on. So our friend from the USA
mm-hmm.
Has just been talking about sort of the sites that he visits a local site in Virginia.
Okay.
And we've been having a bit of a natter on the chat about what guns do we run. I've obviously gone full on type because I didn't want to interrupt any of you. But Phil, over to you. I know we've talked about it before, but new to the channel, let's get some chat interested. Who wants to go first? Luke, what do you usually run?
AR-15 M4. It's a KWA Ronin T10. Is my go-to. It's my baby. Sidearm. If I decide to use one, it's a combination between a Combat Master or a Glock 17 upgraded or the Sam Viper, the Taran Tactical Sam Viper. They're my go-tos. I do have the S&T Armaments M249 LMG, which has just been upgraded. It's lovely and it's cheap and it's brilliant, basically. I do have a sniper rifle. I can't remember for the life of me what it's called, and I've used it none. It's a green gas powered sniper rifle.
That one is
it's ASG. ASG International something. It's not sold no more.
It's on the L96, I think.
Yeah, it's discontinued. I had to contact ASG. They had to do some archive work for me because we found out something was broken, missing. So they had to do some research. So it took about 3 weeks in total to get correspondence back and forth to find out what was missing. Hop just didn't work. Turns out there's like a little tiny ball what's meant to be in there. So we found a ball bearing.
Like a metal ball bearing into it. So
yeah, but that's a green gas powered sniper rifle. So it's now fixed. I haven't actually got a chance to use it, but they're mine. We'll go with these other ones that I lend to people who come, like my cousin or my son-in-law and so forth. I've got other rifles that people can use. So I'll mention about Solomon because he's not here. So there's Solomon who comes with us as well. He has a G36, the Nov. Oh, what is it again? Is it the Novridge SSG 64, something like that?
Is it the SG24?
Possibly. It's a combination between a G36, but it's got an M4 lower receiver, so you can use M4 mags. That's his, and his primary go-to. His secondary is a Desert Eagle, because why not?
That Desert Eagle is pretty though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't mention about my pistol because I do like carrying a pistol or two, or sometimes three. So I carry a Glock 17, a Glock 27, and a high capper as well. I don't particularly like high capper, but I do remember when Solomon came to play when we were at 6mm Storm Force, whatever you want to call it. He pulled the Desert Eagle out, and for a moment, I just thought, that's big.
It is. Don't tell him that.
No, I won't. That's what she said. But yeah, no, I know I've talked to you about it, Luke, in the past. Like, I do like my pistols. My pistols have always come in useful because I like to creep around. I like to be a sneaky bastard. I like to creep up behind people. And one of the key things that I've always wanted is a revolver. And
yes.
It's just finding the right one. I don't want a CO2 revolver.
Oh no! You can get the Dan Weston ones. I recommend the 9-inch because that is beautiful.
You know,
it's heavy. It's really heavy. I think it's steel, but beautiful.
They look amazing.
They do.
And it's just I can't decide between like I like the black ones. I do like the silver ones. But the thought of just pulling out a dirty area in the middle of a woodland, I don't know. There's just something about it. I just yeah. So I will buy one at some point, and when I do buy one, obviously, review inbound. It's just I've got to find the right one. It's got to be a revolver. It's got to have the right feel about it.
Right, okay, so my turn. So my two primaries.
Two primaries
because I'm freaking greedy. So my main weapon that I use, if I want to just, get down and dirty a little bit, is a G&G Wild Hog 11, so 11-inch barrel. That's got a Wolverine Gen 2 HPA system in. It's got a upgraded inner barrel. It's got a max hop-up unit, which is the MP4, the blue, which is 4 HPA. I believe that's got a maple leaf inner barrel and a 60-degree maple leaf bucking, and it's actually got the flat hop nub, which comes with the max hop-up unit it has, and I get some pretty decent range on that on 2.8s. I know a lot of people will say, you got to use higher than 2.8s for being HPA and stuff, but when you've got about 40,000 2.8s, you don't really want to buy anything just yet. My other main weapon is I actually got that wrong a little bit, so let me start again. So actually got it wrong a little bit. I did.
We've got that many.
So my G&G Wild Hog has actually got the Kythera HPA engine in with.
Oh yeah.
That's got the ZTI inner barrel. I don't know if it's actually called a quad 4 or 4 quad bucking. They're really good. They are. That's got the nub that can actually come with it. That's got the MP4P max hop-up unit as well. And then I've got my other rifle, my little one, which has got the Wolverine in, which is a G&G CMF 16K. Now, there is two versions of this. You've got the slightly longer version with the standard stock, and then you've got the stock that's on mine is the same that's actually on the ARP9. So it's the smaller stubby stock, and it's got the two side rails. It hasn't got a buff tube, and that's actually got that's got the maple leaf in it. That one has. And then my sidearms is I've got two choices of two. I've got a Vorsk. It's a Vorsk 4.3 eye capper, and that's got mods internal, which is a Crazy Jet barrel. Crazy Jet barrel, maple leaf hop-up unit, and matching aimbot bucking. And I believe it's got an H plate inside it, which makes, when you adjust the hop-up on it, it makes it better for it. And then I couldn't remember what the other one's called, but I've just found it. I had to Google it. It is a EMG STI DVC3 high capper pistol. Now, I believe they come modified out the box anyway. And I've only got one mag for that because I had an extended one, but I broke the feed lips. But I think the feed lips are previously broken, and so we just super glued them back on because I got them in a bundle. I did. So I'm just waiting to actually do an order of them somewhere, a new set if I can be bothered. But that is actually a pretty good sidearm. It is. It's black and gold. It's got wear on it, as you can see from where I've used it and stuff, and it does look pretty cool with it like that. I do use a couple of different scopes, but that'll be for another video. It will be. So over to someone else.
I would mention Nathan, but Nathan's in and out of deciding. Nathan is a MTW fanboy to the max. If it's not an MTW, he's not interested. His sidearm was a Pit Viper, but for reasons, financial reasons, some of his gear's gone. But I think he's in the process of getting some of it back. What does Daniel run?
He's got a
legs.
Oh, it's
Yeah, his legs. He's got a TM.
that's the one.
A TM he has, a TM M4.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is, but I know there's a few different.
I know his sidearm is he's got the Vorsk split side high capper.
That's broken, is it?
No, he's got two. So I've got the red one still.
He's got two, is it?
Yeah,
right, okay.
He's got another one. Beautiful gun, don't get me wrong. It's fantastic. I've got the purple version.
Is it the one I fixed the mags on last time at Warzone?
I have no idea. The red one.
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember. But
I fixed the mags.
yeah, that was
leaking.
Yeah, basically that's gear. One thing we will say about gear, it's next to me, so why not?
Was that a BB?
I think it was. Autobot speed loader. And you know what? Yes, they're expensive for what they are, but oh my god, it's absolutely brilliant. It saves so much time.
When you run EPM1 mags, they're a godsend, those things are.
Yeah.
I recommend 11.1 LiPo on it. Personally.
Yes. So we've got a review on this. The 7.4 doesn't fill at EPM1. It struggles. 11.1 does fill it, and with extra, so it's definitely got the power. They look like this, minus the wire. Ignore this. This is something I've designed and made, so you can put a normal. There you go. See that? It's a battery extension. So this is a special one I've made for myself, iridescent, changeable. It's just so you can stick a normal size stick battery in, because the battery chamber in the back is pathetic. It really is.
Yeah, it's very good. Not very big.
Brilliant device. Yes, they're not the cheapest things, but oh my god, they save so much time. I think it holds about 1,000 BBs ish. I can't remember off the top of my head. So you could just take this in the backpack on the game field. You don't have to worry about carrying anything else, whatever. But we do. So if we go to a longer game day, as such, like when we go to the Mar, we do the buddy system thing. But we have Odin speed loaders in our bags, so we can do it that way. It's easier. So obviously Lee would carry my speed loader, I carry his. I just spin around, he grabs it, I carry on shooting, and so vice versa. So he can reload, I can reload, so forth, so forth. But it's very rare. Well, not very rare. It's very. It's not very often we run out of ammo. We're running EPM ones, and we've got quite a few between us.
Just we're old and conservative.
Yeah, we run for semi all the time. We don't do full auto unless we really have to, because someone's not taking their hit.
Also depends on the weather. If it's too cold, then I struggle to get a semi.
I'm in there for a second. The actual speed loader that we use is actually 1,400 rounds. It is
1,400.
Yeah, not semi.
Yeah,
I'm just doing the BZ.
Okay, so it holds 1,400 rounds. It is good. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. But you ever tried loading up at EPM1 with an Odin? You just sit there forever.
When it's brand new. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It feels like you're gonna break the thing.
Yeah. But no, that thing's brilliant. It's fantastic. It's only here in my bedroom because I'm testing some new colours and stuff for the extensions. So I've got a few different iridescent colours. So I've got to quality control them, make sure they fit and so forth, because not all 3D printing stuff's the same. So usually they just come in black. So anyway, back to the game sites, Mr. Phil.
Yes, sorry.
Game sites. So I'm not 100% sure which one we should go to out of the 3 or 4 that I named.
Sorry, which was your name?
Ancaster Leisure.
Yeah.
Ancaster Leisure. Yeah, Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft.
Yorkshire, where's that?
That's the Doncaster one. I'm not sure what dates they've got on there yet. I think what I'm going to have to do is, I'm a little busy in the morning, but tomorrow afternoon I think I'm not busy, so I can look at dates and stuff. of which ones of whatever,
Okay.
and then make a decision from there. But I think there was the Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft, then the Ancaster, and then was it?
I presume you've got the MAR in that list.
There is the MAR in there, but let me just go back onto thingy a second. And
why can't I find Doncaster?
Ancaster's out towards Grantham Way. To the left on it. Combat Zone.
Oh yeah.
I personally think not to try and sway your decision, Mr. Phil.
Yeah.
But having gone, as much as I would love you to go, I think if the Moor is somewhere where if we were all going, or at least like 5 of us out of the 6 were going, definitely 100%, the Moor is the place to be because it's big enough for us to spread. I think if we're looking at a small group like just the 3 of us, I'd like to go to a different site.
So there's definitely 4 of us going this weekend, next weekend.
Who is Danny coming?
Yes.
Or Sol?
I've not heard from Solomon, but I don't know. But Daniel is, yeah.
Okay.
Told him I'd update him tonight. Where?
Not to sway your decision. Don't pick them all.
I told you. I told you, Phil, didn't I?
Yeah.
Everyone.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You know what? We're going to go to the Mar.
You're going to go to the Mar?
We're going to go... No, not tomorrow. The Mar.
Right. So the Mar. And then we need to go to this Battles because they keep blowing up our Facebook page.
Yeah, that was it. What I was on about earlier when I was talking about Midlands Airsoft war games. And I'm like looking at it, goes, oh, that's interesting. Then I realised it was the Mar. And one moment, although I've gotten away, but but yeah, okay, we're gonna hit the Mar then.
Okay.
Not the Mar, yeah, the Mar, and then at least we can take cameraman, and we can use the drone there, can't we?
Yes, we can.
We can use the drone as well. So it's 4 of us, double whammy on camera and drone, and we're gonna fern. It's gonna be warm, but hopefully it'll rain a little bit.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sink, aren't we, Luke?
Yep.
We know what that means, don't we? That means turn your camera on and leave it on.
Yeah, and leave it on.
Saying that, actually, I've just picked up another power bank. I still haven't checked if it fits. It's quite chunky. I'll give you that.
Chunky?
It's chunky. Audi, out of all places, Lidl, out of all places, 15 quid, 20,000 milliamp hour.
Okay.
I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I'll pick that up. If it fits, brilliant. If it doesn't fit, I'll sell it to my daughter. Because I need a bigger one. But like I said to you, we definitely need to pick up some other power banks. We just need to figure out the head situation for Mr. Lee.
No. Good. I've got my... Oh, you mean from connecting a power bank to said GoPro?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use some duct tape.
I think I've got the answer. It's fine. Because obviously I'm not too comfortable with the clip that I bought. I've got the full head rig. Full head rig obviously live.
There is another option if you wanted, because you've got your backpack. Well, you've got my old backpack, haven't you?
Yeah.
You could run a cable.
Yeah.
I've got one. It's stupidly huge. Don't get me wrong.
I missed that all.
No. I'll probably order. I need to order another cable anyway, so I might order a 3-foot because this is the 5-foot USB-C. 5 foot, 5. Yeah, 5 foot. It's a big cable, so I'll probably order a 3-foot. Get one in black, braided. Yeah, basically. And then we can.
I've got an idea. I'm going to try it hopefully at some point this weekend.
Yeah.
Because I've got the rig. I've got a new power stick in the other day. I've got the new power bank that came the other day. So I've now got 2 power banks. So I'm going to try rigging it off. And I should be able to, much like you've got on your helmet, sit the power bank on the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, the GoPro on the front.
I thought you was going to say something like that.
Go on.
I thought you was going to say something like that about attaching it to the back of the actual strap.
Yeah.
What was you going to do and try it like that? You know what? That could actually work. Done correctly, that could actually work.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, and the thing is as well, because if you can get a power bank on the back or whatever, it's going to counterweight it. Yeah. It's not going to be front heavy because when I tried your extremely moist hat on the other week, it's very front heavy. Having the GoPro that far forward, yeah. Oh, and good news, I'm buying another. I'm buying another GoPro.
I'm going with another one because I'm going with the ring. The GoPro will literally sit pretty much against my forehead, which means it's more central balance. Like I'm not worrying about the peak in a flight.
I don't think I need any more, personally. I've got this old action cam. This is shocking. I've got an old GoPro 4. I used to run, old camo covered one. Got the Hero 8. I've got the Hero 5, and I'm going to pick up a Session. Why not?
Session's the small one, right?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. So that's going to be on... That's literally going on my rifle. So that'll be on my face all the time, looking at me. Yeah. Because the plan for the 5 I picked up, which serves our purposes fine, should look better now because I've changed all the settings. That's the one I'm going to borrow to someone who comes with us. For instance, Daniel, because Daniel doesn't have a camera, and there's no point in Daniel buying a camera because he doesn't. Well, actually, lately he's been coming to pretty much every game, but he doesn't always come. So yeah. So if I can
I
get
don't
a
think
spare,
he should buy his own camera because obviously you don't come to all the games. But if we've got a spare one he can use, it'll be better for him financially as well.
Yeah. So Nathan's got his own camera. He's got a Hero 9. Solomon's got the same as myself and Phil, Hero 8s. Again, it's more views. So we are going to experiment with, for instance, I'll grab this one here, so we get this view. Because obviously we've got the gun cam as well, which hopefully we might be able to pick up some more, but they're not the cheapest things in the world. But if we can get a shoulder-mounted camera, as well as the head cam, and then you've got the gun cam, 2 gun cams technically, one facing the person and one zoomed in 100 yards in front, 100 meters in front. It gives us more, views to play with. It just makes it a little bit more interesting because there is certain points of games where you're just standing around doing nothing.
Yeah,
it's like that. The video that came out the other day, right at the beginning, where I introduced Lee. How long were we standing there, Lee? 10, 15 minutes?
We were standing there a while, but then it was another one of them situations where I think pretty much the other team were having to be airlifted in because we'd walked about 20 miles to get to the first part of the game start.
We can do the longer videos if people wanted that, which obviously on my end it's going to be a lot easier. So I'm still going to stick with the montage, if you want to call it that, what we normally do, where you see us do a little bit of walking around, shooting, shouting at people and so forth. But I might test the waters of doing a full game video, uncut. I might try that, and it will literally just be one camera view, so it'll just be the helmet cams of what we're seeing, what we're chatting about, and whatever else. You know what that's like, because some people do like some of the longer ones, and some people don't. It's extremely mixed because some videos do really well, some videos don't. Yeah, so if people have an option, then why not? So yeah, I could release one and say, right, tomorrow will be the full game video. Watch out, blah 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 blah. So yeah. So we're back off to the Mar. I'm not moaning. I love the place. I think it's fantastic. It's just the variety, and it would be really nice to try and get everyone down there at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Because for the last last few months, it's been really difficult to have all the dads together. It's been myself and one other person for quite a few of the games. So if we can get all of us there at the same time, it makes it more enjoyable. Especially when, yes, it's fine. We can go airsoft, and we'll say make friends with people there. We'll talk and whatever, and you like slowly collect into your own little squad for the games, which is all fun and thingy, and it's fantastic. It's brilliant how everyone seems to be on the same wavelength. And has the same goals and so forth. So it's really easy to connect with other people. But knowing you've got your close, good friends with you, it's just better, basically.
Yeah.
So,
No, definitely. It's nice to have a squad. I think the more we do it, though, recently, the more people come to talk to us, and just in general, like there's a couple of points in a couple of the games that we played the last time we were at the mall. Obviously, there's the video that you've just released. The kid in the shack pretty much like just attached himself to us for the entirety of the game because it's a big site. So you kind of go, I found somebody. I could wander around on my own, or I could just link up with these. They're on the same team. There was I think they were French.
yeah, you said, yeah.
Yeah, the two French guys. Obviously, one of them wanted to talk about the clip that we bought for the GoPro 5. And his mate at one point, again, was in one of the buildings, and we kind of walked through. And as we were carrying on, we just sort of whistled him, and he just carried on with us. But yeah, it's a different ball game when there's more of the dads together, because you can kind of branch out a little bit more, go a little bit further out, and know that somebody's got your back.
Yeah.
And you're not just wandering around aimlessly on your own.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I just remembered. Talking of cameras, I'm just looking at my desk and looking at all the rubbish over here. I'm getting another camera. I have brought it, but whatever. It's a product review, basically. But I got a discount, basically. But yeah, we've got a product review coming for a new camera, dual lens. It's got a light sensitive camera, so it's good in low light. But we obviously will put that to a test. So we do know that the DJI cameras are out. Yes, we understand that. Our problem with the DJI cameras is they're big. They're a lot bigger than what we're currently using. And big means heavy, and we don't want extra weight. Also, they're expensive. They're really, really expensive. Like, you look at the GoPro 12 and 13 and whatever else is out. What are they, like £500, something stupid like that? And then the DJI Osmo cameras are exactly the same price. They're really expensive cameras. And again, if we can stay more to the lower side, not the higher end, but the lower side of stuff, it's more appealing to the wider range, we'll say. Because especially for people who are starting out, they don't want to say, oh, you've got an MTW Wolverine. That thing's like £1,000. It's very unrealistic to a lot of people who are just starting out who are on an extremely strict budget. But people grow up to...
We do quite well for the range of gear that we've got. I mean...
Oh, our gear goes all over the place. We go from Temu specials all the way to AliExpress, and then to eBay knockoffs, and then to like Viper Tactical, Combat UK, and then we've slowly evolved. Myself at the moment, I'm rocking more... Oh, what's that company I'm with, Phil?
What? As in...
The vest.
The vest. Warrior System.
That's
same as me.
Warrior Assault System. I've just upgraded to the Warrior Assault System. Granted, I did not buy it new. I refused to pay that price for what it was. I brought it second hand. Won it on a bid on eBay. Got a fantastic deal. Not moaning. But it's a good system. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot hotter than the Combat UK one I originally had. You seem to get really warm in that. The Combat UK one was more breathable, it felt like. It's like I would like to try the Noveridge system because that's meant to be really breathable.
Especially really breathable, yeah.
But again, people grow up to different things. Not grow up, what's the word I'm looking for? They evolve, they upgrade slowly over time. So like my first rifle I've still got, which is a New Pro Defender. Brilliant rifle, still runs to this day. But then when I saw the Ronin and how that was, and I felt the weight, I was like, I want it. So I saved up and I brought the Ronin. That was like £400. It was four times the price of what the New Pro was. So, again, it kind of helps when we're on the lower end, but then we are slowly going up. But then if we don't need to change stuff, we don't need to change stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've never changed. Like I've run an AG M4 pretty much all of my airsoft life. It cost me 120. I want to say 120, 140 pounds when I bought it. It was an end of line sort of job. I've never done anything with it. I've passed it on to the delights of Uncle Phil twice now. He's had it to give it a good clean because I pretty much don't know the insides and outs of how it all works. I just pull the trigger, and as long as something comes out the end, I'm happy. And because I've recently acquired the Combat Master because I wanted something a little bit newer that I could afford. Again, on a budget though, like £300, that and a Vorse Glock as a package. So I've passed the age-old, 20-odd-year-old M4 to Mr. Phil, and next time we go out, it'll be a shiny, long-nosed DMR that looks absolutely stunning. Can't wait to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this note,
it's an upgrade.
basically, if anyone watching is interested,
if you're interesting,
making your own videos, recording your own videos, you do not have to fork out hundreds and hundreds of pounds or dollars on brand new cameras and stuff. Literally go to Facebook, eBay, second-hand shops, like if you're in the UK,
the American Craigslist,
yeah, that's the one.
Craigslist.
We say Craig, you say Craig. There's a difference. Yeah. It's the same word.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah, that one. Go on there and just buy yourself a camera. As long as I personally recommend a GoPro 5 Black Edition upwards. That's it. For us in the UK, a GoPro 5 is like £70, and in dollars wise, I think that's something on the round of about $80 ish, something like that. And it works perfect. You don't know. The more you pay on them, though, like the GoPro 8s, they have better stabilization. So you're paying for that. After that, for airsoft, you don't need anything else. You really don't. And accessory wise, but yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, sorry. It goes with airsoft as well. Your guns and or your riffs or whatever you want to call them, you crazy animals. You don't have to go out and buy brand new.
No.
You know what I mean? I've always said to people that want to try airsoft, especially friends and stuff like that, you know, oh, you play airsoft, what's it like? And I tell them, so I was saying, how much will it cost me? I say, well, just come along to a game, do a rental, and if you like it, buy some stuff. You don't have to buy it brand new.
No.
Buy it second hand. I think I've only ever brought 3 rifles brand new. And I actually sold 2 of them for more than what I paid for them. I did. So it is what it is. But my goal is buy a higher end rifle. It's my G&G Wild Dog, and then HPA it because it was the style that I wanted. It was, and then built it from there. But again, if you can buy a normal M4 or an AK, whichever you want, and then build it up from there, like I say, you don't have to be brand new. Buy a second-hand one, get stuck inside it, see how it works, go onto YouTube, watch some of the videos, you know, Negative Airsoft, he's pretty, likes the C word quite a lot, makes me laugh.
I'm going to butt in there. Only do that, though, if you're comfortable doing it.
Yeah, that was going to be my follow-up, it was. Like Luke just said, if you're comfortable in doing that, then yeah, I mean, I'm a self-taught mechanic. I know how things work. So looking at a gearbox in a rifle compared to a car, it's different, but it's more or less the same principle on the way it's working. So I understand the math side of it and stuff like that. So
yeah,
you know.
I'm the opposite personally. I do agree with doing the rental thing. Definitely, I didn't, but as soon as I saw it, I knew I was going to do it. So that was that. But I'm definitely one for, yes, do a rental system first with a game site, see if you like it, if you enjoy it, then go from there. I personally stay away from second-hand rifles just because I don't know if everyone's treated them right and treated them properly, or if they put the right batteries in, or they've messed about with it. Unlike Phil knows what he's looking at. He knows if they need repairing and whatever else. Myself, I will buy a cheap rifle from an actual proper airsoft shop and make sure it's something I like and so forth. Because they will teach you everything you need to know. They'll tell you how to load it, how to put the battery in, how it should be, how to do the hop system, so forth, so forth. And then once you get home, then you can kind of play with it, and then you take it to a game site. Then you can upgrade from there. So I did that. I brought my new Pro M4, played with it quite a few times actually, before I brought the one after. But I've actually, all the other rifles after that have all been second hand, and Mr. Phil's gone over. Actually, tell a lie. The M249, that was brand new. Yeah. But all the other ones have all been second hand, but Mr. Phil is basically looked through them. So
I think one of the best second-hand rifles I've ever bought really was an ARP9, come with 2 mags. It was the red over black edition, or I think it was called the fire, something like that. I think it was, and it wasn't working. Now, to me, I think I only paid about 50 quid for it. It wasn't expensive, and to me, it was either going to be motor, wiring, fuse, something like that. Went down, picked it up, but yeah, I'll have it anyway because I can strip it down and HP if I wanted it to. You know what I mean? Pop the base plate off from where the grip is, and lo and behold, the wire was off the motor. So I had a look at it, crimped the little I can't remember what the bloody called now.
Contacts.
Yeah, it's like a little contact thing. Crimp that down a little bit, put it back on. Hey presto, boom, nice little rifle. Ran that for a little bit, sold that for 200 quid, and actually bought a broken drum mag. And well, what they said was broken, and all that had happened to it is somebody overwound it. And what I found with the G&G drum mags is if you overwind them, the spring pops. It does. So you got to take the back off, redo the spring, put it back together. So all you have to do really is wind it 2 or 3 times, let it run out, wind it again, let it run out. It's the same with your ICAP mags, with same principle. But yeah, that was a nice little rifle, and I seen one of those HPA'd, and it did give me the idea. But I thought to myself, I want something a bit bigger because I do like more range. I do, and I just sold it on and got the budget together and built my Wild Dog.
I'm going to give you a prime example of one of the reasons I don't do secondhand. So Nathan brought a silverback sniper rifle. Some dude says he's done some minor upgrades to it, blah blah blah, but you no longer play sniper. So
that was the £60 number, wasn't it?
Something stupid.
That big gigantic black thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he brought it round. It's like, oh, this is quite cool. It had a real optic hunting scope on it, which was like a 60 times zoom. You don't need that for airsoft. And then on the other hand, the FPS was nearly 700.
Jesus,
it's like,
that's
what have you done to it?
dangerous territory, that is. Gonna leave them all.
Yeah. I'm working out roughly in my head it's around 700 because it was like shooting like nearly 400 FPS on like 0.3s. It was absolutely stupidly insane. It's like, you can't use it. It's like, this is the result of people messing about and not doing things they think. It's like, oh, it's an airsoft rifle, but I want to put BBs in it for some reason. Not BBs, ball bearings.
Yeah, it's a daft thing to do.
Yeah, so yeah, it's all swings and roundabouts, but yeah, but the number one thing to remember for anyone is if you are buying secondhand from someone, make sure the damn thing works. If they've stated it doesn't work, fine, it doesn't work. But if they're saying it does work, test it. Plain and simple.
Get a video. Do you know what I mean? Like, we live in a world these days, like, there is no harm in saying to somebody, I'm interested in your pistol, your rifle, whatever. Can you send me a video of it working? You know, can you write down today's date and the time that you do the test? because that's all it takes. Is like just do me a little bit of today's date and the time, so I can see that like that's when you've done the recording. And just get them to fire a couple of shots out in the back garden or whatever, just so that you can get a feel for it. And absolutely, like, because I've bought second hand, I've never had an issue with second hand. I had a few challenges. The high capper that I bought, that was second hand. I didn't do my due diligence on it. I just got overexcited because I wanted something a bit bigger and a bit weightier. First time I took it out to game site, put one of the 3 mags that came with it in it, took 2 shots and the mag just literally like disconnected. Bang, hit the floor. Luckily the mag was big enough and loud enough, so I knew it had fell out. And it turned out that one of the mags wasn't like connecting into place because the connector had gone. Thankfully, 2 other mags. So in my head, it cost me 50 quid.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a major loss. A magazine these days, brand new, you're looking at 20 quid anyway. So I've got 60 quid's worth of mags. I've already like made my money and then some because I've pretty much got a free pistol. And the other 2 mags work fine. So weigh up your budget. If you are buying second hand, you are buying into risk, right? Let's not lie about it. There are certain things you can do to make sure that you're omitting them risks a little bit. Don't be shy to ask questions. Don't be shy to say, do you know what? Can I just whip the top off? Can I just do this? When was the last time it was cleaned? When was the last time it was used? Especially when you're using like gas pistols. When was the last time it had gas in it? Give it a little bit of a tap on the back where the mag is. See if they've left a little bit of gas in it. Because obviously one of the things that I wasn't aware of that Uncle Phil told me about was whenever you finish your game day, just try and leave a little bit of gas in the pipe. Just so it keeps the lubrication going, ready for your next game day. Because you dry that out, the ring dries out, and before you know it, you've got to leave.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah, you know, fuck it, leave it on. Yeah. Second-hand gear. Oh well. On the other hand of second-hand gear, though, actual clothing second-hand gear, fine. Just make sure it fits.
Go down to your local army surplus store or something like that.
Yeah.
Get measured up, get some gear.
Yeah.
If you're based in like Nottingham or anything like that, you've got Anchor Supplies. They're pretty decent.
Yeah, so I'll go on the map here actually. So in the Nottingham area, down towards Bridgeford end, around
West
here.
Bridgeford.
You've got Anchor Supplies. It's old army surplus. They also sell some newish stuff, but they sell airsoft stuff as well. I don't think they're the cheapest, but they're competitive. But they sell a lot of army stuff. Everything you can think of, even the tents, even airplanes, parts of airplanes, engines. It's extremely random. Otherwise, there is actually another one in Burton-on-Trent. I know there's no game sites around there, but if you're around Burton-on-Trent, and there's a place called Springfields, they sell a lot of hunting / camo gear as well. So if they're still around, I've not been there for about 2 years now, but they sell some stuff as well.
Kit wise, I think you can get away with quite a lot. Like my vest is a Temu special. My previous vest got off eBay. Things like vests, pouches, general like t-shirts, tops, trousers. I think the only thing that I would put out there as a warning is your face stuff. Like 100%, hands down, it's not worth buying a quick £10 special, because I will guarantee you now, the first time you get even the slightest glancing shot, you'll probably end up losing an eye. Right? Anything that you buy that goes on your face needs to be top quality stuff. I mean, I think Luke's the same. We wear iPro, and I've also got like face mask. Both separate, so I can take the face mask off if it gets too hot. But as soon as I got them out of the box, first thing I did, strapped them up to something in the garden, fired at them quite close range. If I'm firing at close range, I moved away a bit as well, because as we all know, UPVs will pick up speed. So put a bit of distance between me and the where I was firing from and where I'd set them up, just to give them a bit of an opportunity to show me whether or not they were going to be fit enough. Because I'd rather spend 30 quid on a good pair of iPro, because you ain't going to replace your sight if you get BB in the eye.
No.
Right? Yeah. That for me is that 100% you need to be sure and confident that shit is going to protect whatever is underneath it.
So, again, with airsoft glasses, actually, you know what? I'm going to come on this back. What are you going to say, Phil?
What I was going to say is, like Lee says, don't skimp out on your iPro. You know, you can lose your vision. You know, you can't replace it. But saying that, never position yourself awkwardly in a one-to-one fight or anything like that. I was at skirmish in Budby, 10 years ago maybe, and me and this one guy was trading, and I made the mistake by turning to the side. So instead of being straight onto him, I turned to the side, and the lucky shot he had went under iPro and hit the corner of my eye there. I was so lucky. So, you know, flash of white light, thought I lost my eye, you know. So always never put yourself in a compromising position, especially even with good iPro. A lot of people do wear dye masks and stuff like that, but personally I don't like them, because especially if I'm using my DMR, I can't scope in. I can't. So but at the end of the day, it's up to you what you wear on your face, but don't skimp out on iPro, trust me. I've seen people lose teeth. It's highly hilarious for the person that's not losing the but again, I mean, you can get those replaced, but are very, very expensive. So again, do not skimp out on face protection.
So I was going to say same situation when it comes to iPro. Only buy iPro from reputable airsoft manufacturers. Yeah, that word.
Yeah, one of them.
So
three of those.
If you're in the UK, you've got Ammo Drop, you've got BZ Tactical, you've got what's the other one?
What, local?
No, the other one. The
Patrol
other website. Patrol Base, that's the one. But then if you've got a local retailer, airsoft shop, definitely go there. Buy your gear from there, because they are going to be competitive, definitely, when it comes to the gear wise. And obviously then you can try on gear, because it's there in person, make sure it fits. You can also try out weapons if you're going to buy a weapon, for instance. So we did have two
we had UK Airsoft, which was in Kirkby. They had an indoor CQB as well, and we've got Kitbag, which is in Arnold.
Yeah, so I've just brought up the Kitbag one. So this is now our closest airsoft supplier, Kitbag Clobber. Yeah, basically. So, what am I doing? I'm clicking the wrong thing.
And also, if you do actually go to a retailer like Patrol Base or somewhere like that, where you can actually go in and Kitbag and whatever. If you've played airsoft, you'll get in. You've got a budget where you want to buy a rifle, some gear, vest, and whatever. They might even do you a deal. You never know. But ask. You know, I mean, I'm cheeky as out. If I'm going into a shop to buy something like that, I'm saying, you know what, you sling in there for me, can you give me? But, you know, that's just who I am. But for to buy a rifle store, you will need your UCARA license.
Yeah.
Well, or that's to get a RIF, which is a real limitation firearm, black one. It will be. If you've not got one, then you can get a painted one, which will be blue, green, orange, red, something like that. It will be. So you've got two options there. But personally, UCAR is easy to get into anyway. So you know, you go to a site, you become a member of that site, and then you've got to go 3 times in 2 months, I think, something along the lines.
Yeah.
And then they send you Cara, and then you'll get an email with your number and stuff, and then you can go out and buy a Riff.
Yeah. Exactly that.
I think there's an age limit on it as well. I can't remember.
18.
I think it'll be 18. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's 18. And then, to be honest, if you do get a membership through a site, most of the time they give you a discount. I'm not sure how that works in the US. I'm really not. But in the UK, we'll get discounts. It's normally around about £5 off a game every day.
Yeah.
Every game day. And then a lot of sites in the UK have actually started to join up together. So we had ours with Division 22, but we also got discount at the jail as well as Skirmish. Where is it, Phil?
Which one?
The other one, not Mansfield. The other one. Yeah.
Leicester.
And we also get a discount at shops with a lot of our Ucaras. So my original Ucara I got with a place called Skirmish War Games, and I got 5% off every purchase from UK Airsoft. But then,
Skirmish War Games, or do you mean Skirmish in Budby?
No, War Games.
Okay.
But this time around, I've got my Ucara or my membership with Division 22. So they've got partner sites, so we get discount on them as well. It's a £5 off on all the sites that are partners. But I also get a discount with Ammo Drop. So if I buy order from Ammo Drop, I'll get a 5% discount, which it's not a lot, but it is. Depends on how much you're spending, I suppose. But yeah, so the memberships do come handy, and a lot of them give you free tea and coffee as well.
Yes.
So if you're anything like Solomon, who basically his veins are full of coffee, not blood, then comes in handy.
When you're old, everybody loves tea and coffee.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Coffee's disgusting, in my opinion. It's very rare.
Well, that's your choice. I'll drink your.
I'm British. I'm full British. It's tea for me. I'm good with tea. I can drink coffee. It's not my go-to, but
I'm in the mood for a good cup of tea. But if I have a cup of tea, it's got to be PG bags. No question about that. You know,
I'm more snobby when it
or
comes to
anything,
tea. I'm snobby when it comes to tea. I do like tea, so it depends. Because if again, we've got Americans watching who do watch this as well. Not all tea is the same. It's actually all different. So you've got PG tips, Yorkshire tea, Tetley, Thai Fu, whoever else. It's actually all different. So some are more sour, some are more sweet, some are more bitter. Yeah. You need to try
It's worth just putting out there, right? Making a cup of tea does not involve a microwave.
No, it does not.
Also,
I don't drink the stuff.
you put your milk in last. One thing about making a good cup of tea is you put your milk in last.
Yes.
Gotta let it brew.
Unless you drink it black, fine. If you have black tea, you have black tea. You have sugar, you have no sugar.
Have milk in it or cream in it, put it in last.
Yeah, but yeah, the milk and cream goes, or the creamer goes in last. Plain and simple. You let your tea brew for around 3 minutes, and then
2.5 minutes.
Again, this is it. Tea's like a science. Because I like green teas as well.
What shade of tea you like?
Yeah, but I like green teas, and green teas are funny because it's like, oh, leave it for like 2.5 minutes, and then after that, if you want it stronger, leave it in a bit longer. So like, okay. But obviously with green teas, you do not use milk. Say what?
I've seen people just drink their tea with the tea bag in. So obviously, the further they get down, the stronger it gets.
Yeah.
You know. Whatever you like.
Yeah, that's it. So no, tea is a science.
The excitement of life after 40. How long do you leave your tea bag in?
Hey, I've made a cup of tea, got it all ready. The tea bag's in. It's brewing. I've gone outside to do something, completely forgot about it. Come like half an hour later, I'll come back and went, oh shit, I was making a tea. Who cares?
Then you taste it and like blows your head off.
I put a little bit of milk in. I'm still drinking. I don't care. I like tea.
That's how you can tell the Brits.
This is conversation to do with gear and tea.
I did say at the start it's going to be one of those weird, random ones.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, stuff into cups of tea. Next we're going to talk about how we like our scones as well.
Hey, I'm all for bread. Don't matter what bread it is. I like bread.
It's right.
Hey, you would never know looking at me, but my favourite food is pizza and donuts. I can eat pizza and donuts every day.
Separately or together?
Well,
no, I couldn't do warm donuts.
And jam.
Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. I could do warm donuts.
Warm donuts are all right.
The fresh, warm sugar donuts. Yes.
With a bit of ice cream.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
If you're feeling really frisky, some chocolate sauce dribbled on it.
I can pass on that one. I could use custard, though.
Oh, you could use custard, yeah. Have you tried custard donuts?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yeah. Warm them up slightly. Mm.
Oh, no, I like cold custard. See, I'm funny on that one. I like cold custard. I'm not a fan of warm custard. Yeah, no, I could do that. Yeah.
It's no Christmas pudding then for Luke.
No, I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan.
I do love Christmas pudding, but the state I'm in at the minute with my gallstones is a bloody no-no. Because that thing would just kick my rear. I thought I was being clever early in the year after I found out I had gallstones, and one thought it'd be clever to have a KFC. Oh, Jesus.
I don't do KFC.
Why not?
It's no. Actually, to be honest, if I do go KFC, I'll get a wrap. Or if I do go for a burger, it would be the Zinger burger. I don't touch anything else. I don't like any of it. I went Popeyes recently. I don't understand the hype. That shit's horrible. And that chili sauce.
Thank you. I am not the only one. So Popeyes is big in Derby, right?
Never tried
obviously it. I work in Derby, and every Thursday I'm invited to join some of my fellow compatriots in takeout. Somebody goes out and fetches lunch, and pretty much everybody around me lives in Derby, and they were all like, Popeyes, got to have Popeyes. All morning, Popeyes. I was like, right, okay, I'm going to have Popeyes. And it arrived. Yeah, I'm not on that hype train.
That time it was soggy and greasy, like KFC can be sometimes.
No. It's not. I wouldn't say it's soggy and greasy. So me and the wife and some of the kids went, and we had a different mixture of all different things. And me and my greedy bastard. So I was trying everyone's stuff. And I was like, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that sauce. The chicken was nice on one of them, but I had the spicy ones because I like chili. I like spice. But that hot and spicy one that I ended up with, that sauce was disgusting. That hot sauce was... No, it's not nice at all. I'm not a fan.
No, that.
It's like the Zinger burger from KFC. Man, you can still taste the chicken and you get a little bit of a kick. It's fine. I like that. Oh, actually, the rice box from KFC. Now, that's nice.
The rice box, I agree with you.
That is really nice.
I get slaughtered, right? Because whenever I order KFC, I'm not a fan of chicken on the bone, right? If I want chicken wings, I will go to somewhere like Hooters or is it Rubs, where they'll just bring me like juicy, full flavoured chicken wings. But when I order from KFC, because I'm also ordering for the kids, I tend to go with like the boneless banquet sort of stuff.
Yeah, I do prefer that myself. I do, but sometimes I do fancy a bit of chicken on the bone. It depends on what mood I'm in. But at the moment, it's a no-go. So,
no, my go-to is McDonald's.
You might not be if I've told you a few things. Right.
Well, this is it. So, I've travelled around. I've worked in different places when I was with Royal Mail, and I'm all over the shop. And then I used to be in construction, so I was all over the UK in general. And not all McDonald's are the same. I can tell you right now, they are not the same. Not uneven.
Exactly that.
There's one down from where I am, and you know what? I don't have a problem. It's absolutely fine. They always do the order correct. The food is, if you if you mix the order, you customize it, they make it fresh. So it's hot all the damn time.
Well, McDonald's now is fresh anyway, because they've got a thing called a UHC, which is a universal heating cabinet. And basically, they have meat stored in that, and the meat can be in there for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
You can. I know this because I did 11.5 years at McDonald's, a trainer. And there's so many ins and outs of stuff. What you don't do is go late at night you don't, because that's when the meat's been in there longer, or the chicken nuggets are in the meat. You know what I mean? You can ask for fresh, but you are waiting for it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't eat it anymore.
Yeah. No, my go-to is...
I just don't find it tasty anymore. Like, I used to really like it. Nowadays, like, I can have a couple of double cheeseburgers, and weirdly, I just feel like I want to go for a nap.
Right, so the key to it is never buy double or triple. Buy the single ones.
Or just don't eat it.
Just buy the singles. So I buy singles. So I buy like 2 or 3 single cheeseburgers, but I mix it up. I take all the sauce off because I'm not a fan of sauces. So I take all the sauce off, and then I'll leave the rest. And you can even add lettuce to it because lettuce is free, or salad is free. So you can add the salad to it. I do like the Big Tasty. I really like the Big Tasty. That's a nice burger. I did just try...
Go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I did just try that steakhouse one they've got. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah. The thing with the Big Tasty is, when you first try it, it's like, oh my god, that is so nice. The second time, it's like, yeah, I've had that before.
No, I like the Big Tasty. Yeah. That's it. That's my go-to. My go-to at McDonald's is cheeseburger or the Big Tasty. I have had a salad before from McDonald's, actually quite a few times. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not good either.
It's the chicken. It's like, what's wrong with the chicken?
Which one? The crispy chicken or grilled chicken?
Oh, the grilled chicken's wrong.
Yeah.
It's slimy. Why is it slimy?
Well, they do grilled chicken. They just put it in a thing called a steamer. They do.
That's why it's slimy.
It's 100 grams, which is like a few bits of corner, you know, a bit of the wing or something like that. And it's not the best.
No,
really
it's not.
Best.
No. So I like the wrap of the days they did when they first brought them out, but I had that many, I got sick to death of them.
Yeah. Have you tried the katsu chicken curry one?
Chicken curry from McDonald's?
Yeah, they do a katsu chicken curry wrap, right? And there I was thinking, do you know what? I do quite like a bit of katsu chicken. But yeah, I'm game for a bit of this. So I ordered one, took a bite out of it, thought, for a change, it doesn't feel like they've oversourced it. The katsu chicken, the katsu curry is, it's got the right level of like curryness about it. Eating. Got to like the final 3 bites, took a bite, and the rest of the katsu chicken curry literally just exploded out everywhere. Because obviously, curry sauce, like with everything you put it on, and it all just dribbled all the way down into the bottom of the wrap. Bang! It went everywhere. Never again.
Yeah. What they do is they'll either do it. When I was there, if they had specials, they had little tubs. And the tubs either had 1 nib on it or 3 nibs on it. And what they do is they'll get the wrap and squirt it down it. And usually by the time you get to the end, that's where your blob is. You know what I mean? So, or if you're using it off the gun, the sauce guns, they'll double squirt it. So you get a blob, a little bit, then a big blob. You will. So.
No, I tried that chili one they had, cheeseburger.
Oh, sweet chili.
No, they got a new one. It's like looks a bit like it's got chili con carne in it.
All right.
Yeah, I like chili con carne. I really do.
I like it, but if it's not spicy.
Oh, you like mine? Mine's nice. Mine's very flavourful. I don't put the spice in because I've obviously got the babies.
Pretty much like bolognese, then, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, that one
you spicy food.
That one McDonald's does is. I was like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever ate. It was like nasty. I was like,
tell you what, there's nothing like going to McDonald's, you're getting selects, and you pull the select out, you bite into it, lose 4 of your teeth, drop it on the floor, and it breaks the concrete because it's been in there that bloody long in the UHC. That sucks.
But oh god, food make me hungry.
Oh, random, are we?
Very random. We've gone from airsoft to takeaways. Actually, if you're interested, I found a Texas-style barbecue place in Hucknall.
Oh, is that the pub?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I just saw it online.
What's it called?
I can't remember off the top of my head. If you're interested, one day we'll go. But yeah, I just randomly found it online.
The old Moor Lodge.
Oh, okay. I didn't check where it is. I just saw Hucknall. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it won't be that one, Phil. I know which one you're on about, though.
I can't remember which
That's
one
a
it's
proper
called now.
Texas barbecue grill.
Yeah,
Brand
I
new
remember when that used to
Indian
change.
restaurant.
Yeah,
So
no.
I think that was a little expensive, but apparently really, really, really.
You have to book.
Oh, gotcha.
You have to book, and apparently they've got quite a long waiting list.
Yeah, so I'm going to look into it. If you're interested, I'll let you know. Oh, and on that note, actually, of food, the Dad Barbecue will be middle of August.
Middle of August.
Oh, Lee's
no, is
happy.
it
Look at
July?
Lee's face. Yes.
I'm sure you said July, you know.
I did originally say July, but then Hannah mentioned to me about, oh, wait, weren't we meant to do it in August? I went, oh, yeah, shit, yeah. So it'll be the middle of August.
I'll be there.
So middle of August, a new Dad Barbecue. And hopefully I'll have my other 2 barbecues.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The
So,
Franken barbecue.
yes, I'm making a double grill / smoker.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
so
man.
that's, yeah. So I
I
like
looked
making
enough like a
something.
weld, so it might be welded together.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see how it goes. Because the one I'm after, for the size I need, I'm not spending the money, so I may as well just make one. So
Yeah.
because obviously my house is big enough as it is with the amount of people. Never mind inviting extras. So yeah, the barbecue
Bring your own
struggles.
chair.
Yeah. Actually, no, I should say that. If you've got a chain you want, bring it, because I'm limited.
Guaranteed a seat then.
I think I've got about 10 in total, which is nowhere near enough. Yeah, it might be a squeeze as well, actually, because if it carries on being as hot as it is, this stupid giant pool will be up. So.
But that's I'm going straight off the roof into it. I'm lucky fat people float. Just hold your breath.
He's a corgi. he floats butt first.
I won't be doing that if certain people are around.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
You know what we're talking about.
there'd just be a
Ginger,
finger
yeah.
coming towards him. Do it.
No.
Do it.
That reminds me, I've got something to show you after.
Maybe not right now.
Well, yeah, so this has been extremely random. Anything else airsoft related, or are we just talking about floating butts now?
I think it's done.
Yes. Well, let's top it all off. Like and subscribe. If you don't, then you
Like
better do.
and subscribe.
Also, if any of you have been watching this, or anyone crazy like the rest of us, we will be at the Mar. I don't know. It's next week,
So it'll be the 6th of July.
6th of July. So we'll all be there, 4 of us. Come and say hello to us. If you want your photo taken with us, tough. No, I'm joking. Just make sure you got a wide angle camera. For Lee, that is.
Is camera lady coming?
Got a massive head.
So we'll have our own
Yeah.
photographer anyway. So yeah,
Our own photographer.
all photos will go on Patreon and on Facebook. Patreon is a little bit of updates. Actually, I need to. I've had an issue with that lately. Patreon's free to sign up for. It's now fixed, so it's free to sign up for. If you do want to support us, you can become a member, and you can probably get some direct chat with us. We'll see. We was thinking about a WhatsApp group, but I can't be bothered with that personally.
Yeah, that thing will thing off like no tomorrow.
No.
I think that would. But if you do want to talk to us and you got any questions, you can talk to us on here. When we're here, you can comment on any of the videos. Alright, come and talk to me a minute. You know what I mean? Come and say hello to us. And any questions, any repairs, upgrades, or anything like that, to Lee.
Yeah.
Because he likes to leave things undone.
Any camera questions, talk to Lee.
Yeah.
Equipment
He's the brains of
information.
the outfit, you see.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, definitely.
There was something else I was going to mention actually as well. Oh, for God's sake, what was it? Oh.
Mr. Forgetful over here is the leader of us all, you see. So we'll never get
It's
anything
the guy
done.
we follow.
Oh my God, I was going to
Randomly.
say something and then I got interrupted and it's like just gone. Oh, that's it. I remember. Giveaway, people. So I've decided the giveaway will be. Let me check the dates because I ain't got a clue. Will be September. So I had to think then. I really did. So the giveaway for the 1,000 subs and whatever else will be in September. We're still ironing out prizes and so forth for anyone who participates and blah 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 blah. And exactly how we're doing it, but it will be September. I'm aiming for the middle, but it might be more to the end. The giveaway will be on.
A surprise.
It will be online. We might do a special at game sites if people come see us. Otherwise, it will be online. If it is online, I'm not going to say it's going to be worldwide because that's just a logistical nightmare. But it will be definitely some parts of Europe, UK obviously, and America.
We'll figure it out. We've got plenty of time.
Canada, I'm not 100% sure about. I still don't know the full rules on how that works because if I'm correct, airsoft is banned in Canada. Yeah. America though, you're all good. So I know you do have airsoft GI. So that's a site we do have access to. So it would be a gift card of a set amount. For the UK, it would be a gift card, but you would have a choice between one of two stores. And again, if we do decide to do a prize thing at a game site when we're there, then that'll be updated. But for more updates as such, we're going to start using Patreon more. Facebook is to Facebook's a bit more advertising, we'll go with, and because bots and whatever else, we don't really thingy that much on there, but the photos will go up on there, and then obviously they'll also go on the Patreon as well. But again, if you do want to support us and help us with all our randomness, Patreon's the best bet basically. Or again, and watch our videos, because the more watches we get, the more watched hours, and it just sends us more to that goal to be able to become partners with YouTube and get monetization and start making money off YouTube and the ads. But until then, yeah. But yeah,
if you do see us out and about on sites and stuff, and you want to support us, I take PayPal, credit card, cash, stuff like that.
My payment in kind.
Depositories.
Suppositories.
Suppository. That's the one. Suppositories. Yeah.
Suppositories. That's just nuts.
No, it's not nuts. It's butts.
Well, there's them as well.
Yeah, I did have an idea if any of the ladies that play airsoft and watchers, if you want a Christmas calendar or anything like that, I wanted Nathan to do Mr. December.
He can put a Christmas hat on it.
That's the Santa's that though, wasn't it? For it to go all the way to the tip.
Oh, you know. Wait, what are you talking about?
I've got a spare elf on the shelf hat.
Well, he needs two, doesn't
he? That's just horrible.
Oh my god.
We love you, Nathan, really, but fuck me, mate.
Horrible.
It's all fun and games. You do something, get shot in the eye.
Yeah. We could do a calendar if you really wanted. We could do with all our gear, posing in different orientations, and then if it really calls for it, we could.
It's the best looking at the one of us, so
yeah,
you can do them all.
Yeah, we can go close-ups of his face. That works.
Yeah, how big his head is.
And if you want to see our manly bodies, then that's extra.
Yeah, you don't want to do it somewhere else.
But,
anyway, on that note,
I'm gonna cry.
You're not the only one. Oh, so funny. I'm so sorry. But yeah, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to this random session of chattiness, Mr. Lee?
Couple of quick things. like, subscribe, notifications. Come and chat to us. We've had some really good questions tonight, actually. The chat's been pretty good as well. A couple of really good questions in there. We're always open for you coming in and just chatting with us. Like, this is what Tuesday nights is all about for us at the moment. We will obviously in the future Tuesdays after game days be talking about what went off on the Sundays, but just in general, just other than that, looking to see what we can do to support you. Just a quick reminder: the shorts have slowed down. I think we're on 8.9 thousand people on the short. If the tattoo is going to happen before the NAF, 10,000 views on the short and 5,000 subscribers on the channel, or no tattoo, no tattoo. And I haven't told the wife yet, so we'll get to that when once it's happened. She'll just have to accept it.
Oh, okay. So we're on 8,975 views.
Ooh,
there you go.
Getting closer.
So, to be honest, if we can get to 5,000 subs, I will have Tactical Dads tattooed on me. I think we all should. Yeah, we will all do it. If we can get 5,000 subs, Lee's having 2 tattoos, and we're having...
I've got 2 arms, right?
Yeah, that's it.
On
I will have...
I think I just shit on the other.
This arm's reserved. This arm's technically reserved. I'll have it somewhere on me. I'll have TDA or Tactical Dads. We'll see how we go. But either one. No. Yeah, if we get 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, we will get TDA or the Tactical Dads tattooed on us. Yeah, I'll do that.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a milestone. It's something in life, so it's always good to remember. Like, Granddad, what's that on there? You know, I ain't got no grandkids. Piss off.
Not yet.
But yeah, milestone. But yeah, So on that note, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Questions have been brilliant. Throw them out next week. Might be a little bit different next week. We're still talking about it, but otherwise it'll be another one of these randoms, or it might be a game review. Not game review, site review. We're still working on the details. But otherwise, tune in next week. There's another video coming out in not a week, I think about another 2 weeks. I've still got some more to do. I've been busy, so I haven't got around to the rest of the videos. But videos should be out every 2 weeks. But yeah, so thank you very much, everyone who tuned in. All 48 of yous. I'm impressed.
48 people looking at my ugly mug.
Yes. So thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you very much for the questions. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. Definitely, if you want to ask a question, comment on any of the videos. We will answer to the best of our ability. But yes, so I'm Lucas. This is Mr. Phil. Mr. Lee. Say goodbye.
Toodles.
Goodbye.
See you next week.